That's so sad. I'm such a sucker for freaking like
Nah, it's sad, bro.
dad
Honestly,
moments. Like
Fortunate to be on Earth at what I believe is like the Renaissance, the ability to sort of create our own destiny.
The Renaissance Podcast.
Hi guys, this is the Renaissance Podcast. Back at it again. I'm a special guest, Ali,
hi.
and we're actually reacting to episode 4. As you've known, we've already reacted to episode 1, 2, and probably 3 by the time you're watching this. So yeah, let's get to it.
That Jules left. That's when she got back on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels amazing. I don't think you understand how much I love Jules.
I just love the visuals that they put into like some of these scenes. Like it's
Yeah.
super artistic.
I need to wonder if it's one person who thinks of these ideas. I feel like it has to be only one person that has thinks of these ideas, and he just puts them in perspective. That Jules says Frida Kahlo.
Yeah. Their haircuts on
Oh,
Titanic.
Titanic.
That's funny. Oh, it was their couple name on it was Rules.
Where did it say? Oh, yeah,
Right
right
there.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
She's so high.
Look, it's amazing. Going up for like 25 treatments.
Vocals though.
I feel like
Did a Mariah Carey note.
Oh.
No. Are you crazy?
I would be so defeated if that were me. Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah.
It's awful.
No, it's bad.
Maybe she's just not attracted to me.
Or maybe you suck at eating pussy. That could be it.
Damn.
I swear, his, Jules, and Rule's conversations always have me laughing, bro. Like, their conversations are always hilarious.
He's like super like he's just a realist. Like he
I
just
know.
says it as it is. And
He
it's
says it
so
as it is,
funny.
and then he says it in a funny way. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't, like, even if, like, he's telling it to you, it's like, all right.
He definitely provides the comedic relief for the whole show, like in all of the seriousness of it.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like a guy.
Why?
Because guys don't know how to eat pussy.
Why? Let me show you, bro.
The dark humor he has, bro.
We've done this.
I don't think I could ever be too comfortable with someone to do that.
The fact that they started this season with her not hating him, and now they just hang out together without Rue.
Would you like a tour?
Do you think he got back with her because she has the cassette tape of his dad,
I'm pretty sure.
or he just misses her?
Um,
Because I don't get who he's like really into, like Maddie or Cassie.
I think Cassie fits like everything he wants in a girl, like the submissive, like you're gonna listen to everything I say.
Yeah.
But with Maddie, because she's very confident and like powerful within her own self, he has to kind of like go around and find her weak points in order to obtain what he really wants, which is that tape, because he doesn't know where it's at. She could leak it at any moment, and it
Yeah.
would literally erupt his entire being. Like,
That's true.
that's
Do you
like-
feel bad for Cassie?
I do. She's just always had really bad male figures in her life that she doesn't know what's good for her, unfortunately.
That's true.
But
Now that you say it, I never realized that too. I mean, they said it in episodes, but I forget that she doesn't really have good mouth.
yeah,
I
like
feel like
in
that's why she makes so many bad decisions picking the guys she does.
she just mistakes like any little instance of niceness as like love,
Oh yeah.
which really sucks because it's no, like they're just being nice at the moment. They don't love you. That's like that's really heartbreaking. Damn.
He be saying this heartbreaking shit that just goes to hugs all the time.
Yeah. So do you know what trauma bond is?
No.
Have you heard of that concept? Okay, so Maddie and Nate are like the epitome of trauma bonding. Like they've both been through like really traumatic experiences. Nate obviously being that he can't really determine like like what is sexuality, I guess, like, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what Maddie's was, or I think maybe hers might be hypersexuality. I can't remember what exactly it is. But trauma bonding is essentially, and I might get this wrong, but I know that like everyone across social medias are like talking about them too being trauma bonded. The way I kind of perceive it is like they're stuck, right? Like they don't know anyone apart from what they know about each other. And they kind of just follow in this like really vicious cycle of like, okay, we can fix it finally. Like, this is it. Like, we're finally going to get on a roll. And then like, boom, it's the same old thing. But because they're so comfortable within that one small period of like, oh, this is going to be great. Like right now, this is probably what it's going to be leading to. Like where Maddie's probably thinking like, oh, Nate is finally learned his you know.
His lesson.
You have this image of yourself as so fucking sweet and innocent. But it's bullshit. If you were a fucking sweet person, you wouldn't have fucked your best friend's boyfriend.
You two were broken up.
That is a comfort to nobody but you.
I can't do this.
Or you want to go tell Maddie?
Maybe I will.
You're afraid that I'm still in love with Maddie, so you're gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to destroy that. This isn't about being a fucking good person, Cassie, or being a fucking good friend. This is about you getting what you want. You can fucking leave or you can get into bed. It's up to you.
Good for you. You're not good for her, and I will do everything I can to prevent it.
Maddie, that's literally fucking insane. Maddie, Cassie,
This is what I'm talking about.
Maddie, because we're talking about how fucking crazy Maddie is, which you can't seem to fucking
No,
comprehend.
what you don't understand, Nate, is I am crazier.
That's not something to be fucking proud of, Cassie.
No, but it is something you should be scared of.
You can't fucking blackmail me into a relationship with you. It's fucked up!
You know what's fucked up, Nate? You telling me that you love me and then going and being in a relationship with my best friend.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
When did he tell her he loved her?
I think in the second or first episode. Oh gosh, it's all a blur. But I remember like when he. Oh, it was probably the second episode because when he was like recovering from his, beat down from Pesco.
I have to use the restroom.
That was Rue's cue to him.
Oh, you see, they are hiding her from
Oh,
her.
he didn't take it. Good for him. Seems some character improvement.
Wow. Ooh. Jealous, Rue?
Rue don't really give a fuck. She's so high.
She doesn't even know what's going on.
Why didn't they just go to Fest?
Kramer. Dude.
Comedian, okay, thank you.
Didn't you?
Kramer.
Does she yell for Rue? Rue's probably in the back like, huh?
High as hell.
She's mad at you?
Bruh. She really probably like waited by the door the entire time. Was like, I might be the one that answers the door
For
when
real.
he gets here. So maybe when he first.
We're laughing at her the last episode, how she was so defeated all the time. And where they're low waking up at 4 in the morning every day.
Me getting up at 4 in the morning to work out. It's so funny because they went through all that trouble to get White Claws that are like, what, 5% alcohol?
I know, and they could have gotten her from Fez.
Like, yeah,
Fez works at a gas station.
that's so true.
I'm pretty sure selling liquor is the least worst thing he does at the gas station.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I knew
Oh.
he was going here because Fezco or Angus ruined it for me. I was like, I know exactly where he's going.
What did he tweet?
He was like, he said Nate's family is keeping this bar in business.
No. I still don't know if they purposely, like when he was younger, went into the bar or.
I think
They
it
just-
was intentional. I think his best friend Derek knew exactly what he was doing. But he did great on like trying to mask it as like, oh, we'll for sure get free shots here because we're both really fine young.
We couldn't picking up guys so
I
easily.
know. All he had to do was just.
They really got it like that.
that.
I just remember.
Oh. Go find him.
I know. Based on this video, he never fell out of love for him.
I know.
I still can't believe.
Okay, wait. I may have missed it, but like, did she reveal like exactly what her plan was, like on how she was able to like obtain all these drugs for free, but not like basically compensate the damn kingpin that girl?
Well,
that lady?
she pretty much got the loan. Like usually you pay for your drugs and then you, like how Fez did it, but she just got the loan. She's like, give me the drugs, I'll sell them. I'll be back. But that's why at the end, whenever she was leaving, she was like, if you don't pay me, I'm gonna sell you to somebody, you know.
Because I know she told the plan to Elliot, and Elliot was like, "That's fucking genius." But
Yeah.
then like
Oh, she told the plan to the kingpin, the lady.
too.
And she's gonna use her and her friends to sell it.
But she's been taking them herself.
she's just been doing her own product,
Ooh.
which I expected that to happen. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the only one that's gonna rescue her is Fez.
Fez.
Yeah.
But like, how far would you go to cover your friend for some bullshit like that?
I know, like honestly, I don't know, like. And
Because that's asking for a lot.
and that's the thing. A lot of people were saying how like annoying Rue was. I was like, I mean, personally, I dealt with a person that was an addict. In the show, I kind of like get annoyed by Rue, but just because it gives me flashbacks of like how I was
Right.
dealing with an addict. Like they make the most irrational decisions ever, and you really don't expect what they're gonna do next, you know. And
Mhm.
sometimes it's just like you gotta either deal with it or like if you really love the person, obviously. Which I feel like Fez is like that. Like even though like she's not family, he treats her like family because like to him he doesn't really have family like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it gets annoying, but honestly, that's how they portray really well how an addict really is.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, I would have already been like,
I'm so glad you guys are back together.
I feel like it's Maddie. She's not expecting anything at all. You know.
You're not?
No.
I mean, I was gonna say no, but why are you saying no?
Because we're not.
I know, but why do you sound so definitive about it?
I wasn't being definitive.
It sounded like it.
No, I mean, she just asked a question. Back together.
that's so funny because that's legit like how girls
Why
are
don't you
cute.
say we're working it
You
out?
literally just said you were going to say no.
Right, but that's me.
But like, why did you say
Meaning
it?
that when I say it means something totally different than when you say it.
Okay. It might seem that way in your head, Maddie, but it's the same word.
Yeah, but it's also the speed with which you said no.
Give me a
It was
fucking
quick.
break.
What?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't like a reflex at all. It wasn't like my
It was like his
natural
natural
instinct.
instinct.
No, it wasn't.
She threw up everywhere. Oh.
Ew. That would literally make me throw up too. She's gonna say it. I feel like she's gonna say it.
It's fine. It's fine. What's going on? Sweetie, it's okay. Oh God, you threw up. Just get out of the tub.
I just didn't want to keep lying to you.
But like, it was pretty obvious she was off the rails. But she even asked her, right? Like at the New Year's party, and was like, "When did you relapse?" And she was like, "The day you left."
Yeah.
So she, I guess, somewhat was aware of it.
Well, she thought, I guess, it was just she was smoking weed.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Aw.
That's so sad.
I feel bad for Rue, and like in a way, like she gets annoying sometimes, but when you go back to see why she started it, it's like they could have avoided. Well, I mean, it couldn't have avoided her because her dad was dying.
Yeah.
But like it was the root to everything. Like if her dad would have never died, even though she was already like kind of like,
Accepting the fact that he was.
well, yeah, well, not that, but I'm saying like when she was already kind of doing drugs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, I feel like her dad kept her in check, you know. Like
Mm.
she didn't need to fall into such deep hole with drugs.
As like a mom, like you're supposed to be able to read your kids when they're going through like these really tricky situations, but kids, like I know me for a fact, I was really good at hiding like whatever I was going through with my parents. And there's been like some moments where I was like super transparent with them, but there's others where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go to my room and cry. The mom kind of receiving some criticism too, but like, how are you so naive that like you're not seeing the signs of like, I sometimes wonder like if she would have stepped in when she first saw like the signs of Rue like really deteriorating when her dad was passing away, and like seeking counseling or like anything, like, and if that would have helped Rue out, like
That
if
also,
would've
but
really-
then yeah, I get what you're saying, but then when you look at it, it's like she is a single mom too.
That's
now. And then whenever her dad was sick, like
that
she was pretty
her-
much
the
taking
love
a
of her
bill.
life, yeah,
That, and also like she pretty much couldn't be there because she had to be working all the time.
That's true.
Especially because who was gonna be paying all the bills?
I
Like
know.
nobody could pay the bills. Like her dad wasn't working anymore, and like there's no way. And especially because growing up like from us, like being taken care of from a single mother, like especially because my mom worked a lot, I feel like she wouldn't be at home, so she wouldn't know what we'd be up to. I feel like it's so hard too, especially
That
being
is
raised
true,
by a
yeah.
single mother.
Really fall into a deep dark hole like this too, but
And then I thought about it too, also, because I thought it was she fell into the drugs because her dad died, but I forgot that she kept having those panic attacks even before.
yeah,
like
and
when
she
she was
had
little.
a lot of
Already
learning
problems, yeah.
disabilities too, so she just out the bat probably felt like what is
Not
my
normal.
purpose? So, like, what is my life even about at this point?
And then again, like with all the medicine that we're giving her, all the medication, like she was
Yeah.
already getting addicted to it, which sucks, you know, because like especially with kids nowadays, like they give them any type of drugs. Some drugs, they're not as tested as others, and like they get prescribed, and it's like that's how many kids get addicted to
Like,
drugs.
oh, your kid has ADD.
Here's a bunch of drugs that you could give them. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, I was like,
ADHD, all that stuff.
I don't know. I feel like I would seek if I was a parent. Once I become a parent, I would seek other options before any medication.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell, you know. I mean, I'm not a dad yet. So.
Yeah, but you don't really know me anymore.
Yes, I do. I'm always with you.
so sad. I'm such a sucker for freaking like
Nah, it's sad, bro.
dad
Honestly,
moments.
like,
Oh my, cut the cameras.
cut it.
For real. No, that's so sad. I'm such a baby when it comes to this type of stuff too. Cause like my dad, he only has girls, so like he's very, very like sentimental when it comes to us. So when I was going through it like a couple years ago, like my dad would literally text my mom and be like, "Tell Ale like I would do anything for her," and my mom would send me a screenshot and I'd be at work like crying and be like, "Wait, this just made me cry some more." If I remember correctly, I think my dad kind of walked in on me crying, and he just gave me like the tightest of hugs too. So like I think this is why this scene hits me so hard, because it's like my dad has given me like one of these hugs where he's like, "No, like you can do no wrong in my eyes" and stuff like that, and I'm just like, "Dad,
Damn.
I'm literally a terrible person sometimes." Oh gosh.
What
but-
makes it even sadder is that her dad's actually not there. She's
Yeah,
imagining this.
yeah, and-
She's so high out of her mind too.
Mhm. And this fool.
But she's having that euphoria moment where like she
Yeah.
has her dad.
I ain't even gone into
Finally,
Sexist, chaser, pig, fucking creep, and I love it. Living a double life, not my biggest I think he set me free.
Good for
So-
him. He's finally
It's a little
living
too
with his
late.
truth.
Farewell.
Yeah, just a tad a bit.
I left you with a little.
What do you think happened to the other kid?
Yeah.
I swear, if
figured
he's
he'd be
walking
okay.
that, you don't think he died?
Possibly. I mean, if they
Why did he
didn't
take the
reveal
picture with him?
that, to remember his old life.
Since before we ever existed.
You see how like some people were trying to cancel you for it because it was given such
It was glamorizing.
glamorizing,
Mhm.
but I was like, how are you like? I feel like those people didn't really watch the show or doesn't get the point of the show, where it's like it's actually showing you or portraying the way it's really. A lot of kids are living their lives nowadays,
Yeah.
where it's like nobody wants to be them, especially like there's no character that I'm like, oh, like I wish I lived that life. Like fuck no, they all have so many problems.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that too. Backlash towards Euphoria is a lot different than other shows. Like, I mean, we had shows Degrassi that touch really, really like touchy subjects like that, or what's in it, like Skins. I never really watched it, but I know Skins touched a
Yeah, I
lot
saw that.
into like stuff like this, and I'm sure they received backlash too. But I mentioned like this show definitely represents addiction a lot more realistically than other shows. Which I think in some cases are needed, because like seeing from the outside looking in, like if I'm watching this show and I'm sensing that a friend of mine is like acting in a similar manner, or like imagine if you see this and then one of your friends is like deteriorating or like in a downward spiral like Rue, and then you're like, oh shit, like what if she's going through an addiction, like shouldn't I seek help? Like
Yeah.
that could potentially help. Like I think it's the same concept as the 13 Reasons Why thing
Yeah.
with the whole suicide stuff. Oh, type of deal.
Especially because I feel like a lot of people just want to look the other way. They don't want to like
Yeah.
deal with it or like help the
Just
people
wanna
deal
get
with
out.
it.
Mm.
And I mean, you see it by what they're putting. Like they're putting like to visit this for resources or call this
Yeah.
if you're going through this, or somebody going through it. Like they're really putting the effort in. Where like yes, we portray this like all this addiction between all these teens,
Mm-hmm.
but we're also, it's not to us glamorize them. It's for us to show
Yeah.
what they really live and like how they're really living nowadays. And then they end up like saying like if you need help or anything like that, like just
Yeah.
call somebody.
Like, and what if in this like case where someone is going through addiction and then they watch this show and they realize like, holy crap, like this is me. Like, is this how people view me? Like, what if that also like sets
Yeah,
a
maybe
realization
it
in
enlightens
their
them.
head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be like Rue. Like, I'm gonna go seek help.
Anyway, guys, make sure you like and subscribe and let us know what y'all thought about this episode so far. Anything y'all we talked about that y'all have an opinion on, let us know. Hit the subscribe button and the notification button and stay up to date with us. Peace.